Ladies and gentlemen, our final comedian this evening, my good friend, my brother in arms, Mr. Jason Judson.
How the fuck you people doing tonight? Come on, beautiful. For fuck's sake, it's spring break. Y'all ain't got to get up and take kids to fucking school tomorrow. Get drunk, make some bad decisions, goddammit. Jesus Christ. Ladies, I love you. I love all of you. You're the greatest thing to ever climb out of the primordial ooze. All right? And I firmly believe that there should be a woman in every position of power on earth, and I can prove it to you scientifically. Talk to me after the show. I'll tell you all about how it's true. But that ain't what I'm here to talk to you about tonight, because y'all doing some stupid shit. Vaginal rejuvenation. Have you heard of this shit? 45-year-old Muffy the trophy wife's gonna go out and get her a new kitty for Christmas. And who the fuck is that for? It ain't like you can walk around town going, look at this, he put piping on the edges and everything. It's amazing. And listen, ladies, if you're 45 and your shit ain't beat up, you ain't met the right goddamn man yet. Fellas, I ain't saying you gotta knock the bottom out of it, but put a dent in the side of the fucking thing, all right? Go for it. Get busy. And ladies, if your man is that worried about the state of your vagina, divorce his ass. You get half his shit and unmutilated genitals. It'd be fucking amazing. Duck lips. Duck lips. I'm gonna get this fat sucked out of my ass and then stuck in my lips so that I look like I give good blowjobs. You want the world to know you give good blowjobs? Give me a fucking blowjob. I'll tell everybody. Jesus Christ. Fuck. I know a 32-year-old woman. She's got 3 kids. And she is starving herself to death to have a thigh gap. Y'all know what that is, right? She can stand with her legs together and you can see a little sunshine on the other side through here. Yeah. I don't care if it takes a crowbar and a stick of butter. I'll get this little motherfucker in there. I don't need no goddamn thigh gap. And you do this shit for the dumbest fucking animal on the fucking planet, okay? We have 2 modes. You always overthink and trying, oh, well, what is he thinking? What is he doing? He's thinking about 2 things, food and fucking. That is it. That is all we ever think about. That's it. And I got a proof for you. I honestly have proof for you. Go home tonight. Wipe all that shit off your face. Put on them ratty old fucking sweats that you keep, you know. Put on them granny panties that you have tucked away, you know, in the back of the drawer, right? And you put your hair up in a bun and you walk out, you grab a pint of ice cream, stick a spoon in that fucker and walk in and say, this is me. This is the real fucking me. And if you don't like it, you can leave. And the only response you will get is, do you have another spoon and are we fucking later? I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I don't know if y'all can tell I'm a little angry. I ain't had sex in 8 years. And I'm married, so that's pretty fucked up. But when life hands you lemons, I say have a lemon party, right? None of y'all laughed, and that means you're very good people. Do not go look up lemon party. Has a lot to do with piss and old men, and I'll never forgive my 13-year-old son for sending me a fucking link to it. But I did. I turned it into a scientific experiment, right? So the first year of no sex, my hobbies were pretty normal. I played a lot of Minecraft because autism's a bitch, you know, I can't help that. And then my porn was pretty normal. Here's your pizza, ma'am. Would you like more sausage with that? That kind of shit. You know, a lot of 70s Bush kind of shit going on, right? Second year came up, though, and my hobby became watching MMA fights. A lot of like beating the shit out of each other, knocking teeth out and shit, right? And my porn became BDSM, whips, chains, wax on the nipples, that kind of shit, you know, crazy shit, you know? But the third year, my hobby became listening to podcasts about serial killers. And my porn became listening to podcasts about serial killers. Just saying, folks, it's been 8 years. I wrote that joke at 3 years, and all my little comedian friends stood around. There's no way she'll make you go past 3 years. Well, we're at 8 fucking years right now. And all I'm saying is, if any of y'all have like a bowl of some warm cooked rice that I can stick this fucking thing in, I'll take it, all right? I'll take anything right now. So anyway, my mom died not too long ago. Yeah, don't mean to bring a Paul over the area, but yeah, Satan had to call her home. Yeah, he needed a new queen for his infernal kingdom. Yeah, but she did. She died very suddenly. And massive heart attack, just dead. And kind of sucks, because you think about the things you didn't say. Because I always had the vision in my head, she'd be laying there, right? Whole family around her. And I could just gently lean over into her ear and say, bitch, I know you's doing oxy, where's your stash? Can you give my dad back the best years of his fucking life? Just die. Because it really is about the things you didn't get to say, right? She did make me understand my childhood hero a lot better, Luke Skywalker. Because when I was a little kid, she wasn't there. When I did know her, she was the worst person in the universe. And now that she is dead, I just want to throw her on a stack of wood and burn her ass, you know? And that shit cost $2,600. And I ain't got that kind of money. I had to do a GoFundMe. And how do you look at someone and say, hey, I need to send this bitch to hell. You want to pitch in? You know? My mother, for context, she never worked as a bookkeeper at a place that she didn't embezzle money from. And she never worked at a medical transcription as a medical transcriptionist where she didn't steal a prescription pad to write her own prescriptions. For Oxy, of course, right? Yeah. And that's why I was surprised when I read her obituary. And it said, Miss Susan was a retired medical transcriptionist and bookkeeper. And I thought to myself, shit, if I'd have known all you had to do to retire was get fired and not catch a felony, shit, that'd have saved me a lot of time in the Air Force. Fuck. That'd have been awesome. But yeah, my dad, he was nothing better though. That fucking guy, he was an alcoholic Vietnam vet, right? So like I knew how to dodge a punch by the time I was 3 because Charlie was in the fucking trees, man. You always knew shit was fucked up when you walked in and the Creedence Clearwater was playing in the fucking background, you know? So yeah, I grew up with shitty parents. And because of that, I have a condition known as dissociation. It sucks. It's in the same family as multiple personality disorder. I don't have multiple personalities, but I can play rock, paper, scissors with myself, and that other sumbitch wins a lot. So yeah. And the great part about being a comedian with this association is if y'all don't laugh, I ain't going to remember it, and that guy right there is going to tell me how great I did. Fucking wild, man. I remember the first time it ever happened, I was in kindergarten, and I'm running around on the playground, and I come to a dead stop, and I just freeze. And like everything goes into slow motion around me, right? because it fucks with your time dilation. And the teacher runs up. She's like, Jason, are you okay? And I'm like, am I real? Is this all real? And what should have happened was she should have put me in therapy. But what actually happened was she put me in gifted and talented because I was 5 years old and talking about existentialism. Let me tell you something, people. You want to find school shooters? Go to the gifted and talented fucking class. Them some weird fucking kids, man. You cannot build a bridge out of toothpicks that holds up 500 fucking pounds and be normal. You're just fucking not. So yeah, I got teachers out there. I fucking knew it as soon as I said it because a couple of y'all's faces, y'all went, Them weird little fuckers over there. So anyway, after I grew up, turned 18, I did what any young man who trying to impress his parents and get them to be proud of him does. I joined the military. Oh yeah, woo, fuck it. Did you see the outcome of the last 2 wars I just fought in? Not too cool. But anyway, so I did. I joined the military, and I want to tell y'all a story tonight of how not all of the horrors of war come from bombs and bullets. Okay. I was what they called a water and fuels systems maintenance craftsman, which is a long fucking government name for plumber. That's right, I was a plumber. And we had this cool thing we could do. We could go anywhere within 3 fucking days and we would build you a base, 1,500 people putting bombs on targets. It was fucking amazing. But one of the things they did up in the DOD, the Department of Defense, they decided one of the meals they were going to send over there with us was mixed vegetables, corn, carrots, and peas. And if I ever meet the guy who decided to do that, I will kick him square in the dick. Because that is too much fiber for 1,500 people in a closed location. Because I have to maintain the toilets. And the toilets are a box that has 6 toilets on it, and then there's a tank on the bottom, and all the stuff drops in it, right? Corns, carrots, peas, everywhere. It's a nice stew of stuff. So me and my buddy Curtis, we are on cleaning detail. Now Curtis was gay in the military before being gay in the military was cool, right? We didn't ask, he didn't tell, but we all knew, because, Curtis, that's who he was. We knew. So I'm running the truck. It's a 5,000 gallon truck. And it's got this suction on it, right? And so he's washing the tank down inside using the fucking thing. He's like a desert grinder, going, oh, he looks like he could take a big one. Shit. Curtis was fucking weird, okay? He was a gifted and talented kid, for fucking sure. So we get the truck full, right? So we got 5,000 gallons to dump out of this fucking thing. And what we do is we dig a 50,000 gallon pond and line it. And we hook the truck up to a hose and we just shoot it out into the pond. Everything evaporates and everything else turns to dirt and everything's good. It's actually very environmentally sound. We're very proud of ourselves. So we go out there with the truck, we back it up, we hook this 20-foot long 4-inch hose up to the back of the truck. And I'm working the controls, and Curtis has one job, turn the valve. He just turns the valve on and off when need be. So I crank it up to 1,500 PSI. I yell to Curtis, hit the valve. He hits the valve, and the next thing I see is Curtis running at me. Turn it off! turn it off, turn it off. And I went into slow motion. I knew exactly what the fuck had happened. Oh shit. I'm cranking knobs and hitting fucking switches, and that 20-foot long, 4-inch wide shit python curled itself backwards and sprayed me from head to toe. Yep. That's why I looked at Curtis and said, Curtis, why didn't you just shut off the valve? And Curtis very smartly just kept his fucking mouth shut and handed me a bottle of water to wash my face off with. And then we got in the truck. We took a long, slow ride back to the shop. And for the first time ever, a subordinate looked at a superior in the military and said, that's it! I'm fucking done! I'm going home! And that superior said, yes you are, son. You have a stench to you right now that we don't like. And home was a tent. So I go walking back to my tent and I'm taking off my uniform because I have to wash it because the military's cheap and they only gave me 3. How you doing, brother? Doing all right, my man? But as I was taking that uniform off, I looked down at my shoulder, and there, like a badge of honor, was corn, carrot, and pea. And that's how not all the horrors of war come from bombs and bullets. Yeah, woo. So anyway, if any of y'all thinking about joining up, man, they're recruiting right now. It's a fun time. Listen, you know, I've been telling you about my family and the progression of my life there because of them and their influences. And there is one very important thing that I have learned over the years from all those experiences. Beat your children. Beat the living shit out of your children. And you say to me, Jason, that's so counterintuitive to what you've been talking about. You know, you had the shitty parents and you went through all this other experience because of it and all that. Listen, folks, I was beaten and I'm fucking fine. All right? It took a lot of therapists. In fact, I've seen so many therapists, I call my parents job creators. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. But I'm good. And I come at you with this because of this reason. I broke the cycle. I have 3 children. I did not beat them, and I hate them. I have 3 boys, and I hate them to death. My oldest boy, he made me a grandfather at the age of 41. I'm only 47. This fucking beard, it's all that. As soon as you become a grandpa, you turn completely white in the beard. And I am too goddamn young to be called Papaw. 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 I got your fucking Papaw right there. Get the fuck out of my house. And don't disappoint your dad the way he disappointed me. Now my middle one, he is what we in the South call special, right? Like he's not mentally disabled in any way, but he's pretty fucking stupid, right? He's just special. Like if you got him a pet rabbit, he would hug it till he broke its neck. He wouldn't mean to, you know, like when he started dating, I thought we were going to have to go out in the yard and he'd be like, just look at the flowers, son, just look at the flowers. Not even the teachers got that fucking joke, and that is required reading in this goddamn state. You disappoint me. You all disappoint me. Okay, you got it, okay. But yeah. So he grew up. No, it's not Walking Dead. The original goddamn story.
That was required reading for her.
Okay, you're not a teacher. Fine.
Not a
What do you do for a living?
I'm not a teacher.
Well, no shit. But walking goddamn dead. American literature, people. But anyway, but my middle son he's just special. Like he grew up in North Arkansas with his mom, right? And he's the kind of kid that owns a shotgun but not a mattress. You see what I'm saying? Something's just a little off about him. This is normally where in my set I would tell a Trump joke. I will not do that because I know where the fuck I'm at and I want to be able to drive the fuck out of here. Tell it? All right, I'll tell it. This is how fucking stupid he is. He decided to rebel against his father, right? And in the 2016 election, he calls me up the day after and he goes, "Bet you can't guess who I voted for." And I said, "No, you're from Arkansas and pretty fucking stupid. I think I know who the fuck you voted for." And sure enough, he goes, "Yeah, I voted for Trump." And I said, "Well, goddamn, son, you ruined my life the day you were born. You didn't have to fuck with the whole country, Jesus Christ." Ah, yeah, fuck it. We're close enough to Austin. Let's keep it fucking weird, right? Fuck yeah, man. Now, my third son is my favorite. Okay? And if any of y'all's parents ever said, "Oh, I don't have favorites, I love you all equally," well, they fucking lied to you. All right? And if you're an only child, you ain't fucking it. You're a mistake. That's why there's only fucking one of you. But he is. He's my favorite. He's a cynical little asshole that hates everything. He's perfect in every way. He's just like his daddy. He never shows any emotion or anything. It's fucking awesome. But that's why I knew here about 10 years ago. He's 21. He just turned 21 this past Friday. And I knew here about 10 years ago that I was in trouble because he comes running down the stairs and he's bawling, crying. He's like, "Daddy, Daddy, my stomach hurts so bad." And I'm like, "Oh shit, this must be serious." So I throw him in the van. We go to the fucking emergency room. And that's where they tell me my son is impacted. That means he ain't shit in about 2 weeks. And that's when they tell me he has to have an enema. And he took that news a little too goddamn well, if you know what I'm saying. Listen, it's 2023. I don't give a shit if he's gay. I don't care who you love in this world. But it's the kind of gay guy he's going to be. Because he's going to be one of them tall, skinny, twink motherfuckers that makes fun of how I dress. And I am too fucking sensitive for that. This bear don't care. So they give him the enema. He's feeling a little better. His stomach's still hurting a little bit. We go home. About 2 weeks later, he comes running down the stairs again. And this time he's smiling like he won the Mega Millions. And he's like, "Daddy, Daddy, I just figured out why my stomach's been hurting. I went to take my morning pee, and a little blood shot out, and then a rock shot out my dick." Yeah. Let me tell you something. I was in the military 20 years. I deployed 5 times, and that kid proved in 5 seconds he's more man than I will ever fucking be. Because when I got gravel and blood shooting out of my shit, an ambulance will be called. And I damn sure ain't gonna be smiling about it. So yes, we had to take him to a specialist, because he did. He had kidney stones. And he needed a urine sample. Now, I know my kid. And my kid, he gets pee shy in those situations, right? He can't get it to work. So I followed him in the bathroom. He goes in the stall. I went over to the sink and I put my hand under that little sensor, right? I can get the water to run. He'll hear the water run and he'll pee easier. Well, I'm standing there. Welcome to my dick joke, people. Well, I'm standing there, and there ain't shit happening, right? I finally turned around and said, what the fuck is going on? And there stands my 10-year-old son with a hog leg crammed to the bottom of the sample cup they gave him. And he's flexing it at me going, look at this shit right here, Daddy. And now I gotta wonder if the little fucker's even mine. Because he's got some shit that would make a horse cry. And my shit looks like a tic-tac in a fucking bird's nest. And that's when I started to hate that fucker just a little bit. Let me tell y'all. Listen, folks, I got to get the fuck out of here. I wish I could, man. Y'all been through enough already. I want to leave y'all with this, though. I know I talked a lot about my shitty family and all that, but listen, sometimes it's not about the family you're born to, it's about the family that you make. And I think we've made some real good connections here tonight. I love you guys. Y'all have a good night.
Give it up for Jason Johnson and all your comics tonight, and Rob, our co-producer. This is our tip bucket. There's little QR codes on your thing. Please tip the comics. The only money that's in here is money I put in here, so come on out. They drove all the way out from all around Central Texas. If y'all want this show to keep happening, we'll bring up different comics every time. Last word from Rob.
Buda, we love you. Cheers, guys.
Thank y'all so much for coming out. We really appreciate it. Did y'all enjoy the show? Yeah.